So, traders, it's already the Friday King, guys. Thank you for showing up early. I'm seeing 10 members, participants. Normally, last week, as it was ending, I had a question that I put in the group. I wanted to start with that. However, I'm not giving all the answer. I'm going to just talk about it. I'm going to just talk about it. So, the question was, those that who selected the quiz, you remember? The question was, what Fibonacci levels are profitable to you as a profitable trader? Answer wisely. And by the way, I gave you the opportunity that you can back test, even you can take your time before answering that question, okay? So, that's a very tricky question for very many traders. I personally, I remember I spent around 1 year to 2 years without even using Fibbonacci, but after realizing that I'm making some good zones and some whatever the case, then I had to go back to see, to mark myself using the Fibbonacci. Unfortunately, I found out myself when some of my zones were accurate and some of my zones were not accurate, like any other. So, the question was, what level? We have 0.5, we have 0.61 and 0.78. Then from there, we have what we call, you see that none of the above. For you, might be there when you have say none of the above is what is profitable. And then another one says that that doesn't work. Then other people say that it depends. And I'm among those that say that it depends. Why am I saying so? And by the way, if you look here, we have 24 answers saying it is 0.5. We have 37 answers saying 0.6 is the Fibonacci profitable level. Then we have the three answers and 4 answers saying that does not work and it is none of the above. And others say that it depends. They are like 13. So, first of all, we have to know what is a Fibonacci. What is a Fibonacci? I'm going to put it on screen so that you get to know what is a Fibonacci. How do you know that this is the Fibonacci that you're talking about? So yeah, this is GBPJPY. Allow me to use this. See, the Fibonacci. So this is the Fibonacci tool that I'm drawing right now. Let me be my working. Let me hope everyone has ever seen something of that kind. So we are talking of that. We are talking of that. And the levels that we are talking about, these are the numbers you see. We have 0.23. Then we have 0.382, then we have 0.5, we have 0.618 and 0.78. So, normally the question is, which of the levels that you execute trades from? Very many traders say that we are profitable on 0.6. And according to this move that we have here, still I can take that. I'm saying the market respected 0.6. I see received a reversal at that level. Then a retracement. Remember, this is a retracement. This is a retracement. That is a retracement level. This one of the uses of this Fibbonacci is to detect. How to go there? It is to detect, I'm having someone here as one of my clients, is in my academy, and I know meantime we'll be joining my VIP and etc. So today decided to meet me live as I'm teaching. So I was saying that someone who selected 0.6, it means that those ones I give them a tick. So what of these ones that are saying we execute trade zone 0.78? That is 0.78. We also have some traders directing that level. So if you look now, after doing that, you can remove this. Meanwhile, you can remove the Fibonacci and you see. So unfortunately, the market respected that level and waited for the retracement to that level. Then up to date, the market still was moving upwards. So if you knew how to use the Fibonacci tool, you can be able to detect, or you were able to capture not more than, let us see the pips that you were able to make on GBP, JPY. So you were able to make around, you can see, around 500 pips. So it means that that's one of the indicators that are actually working. So, and even those ones that are aiming at flipping accounts, you can also use it. You get the point? So you're gonna find now I've answered the 0.6. Those ones I give them a tick. Everyone that selected 0.61, you were also right. That level is normally respected on the Fibo tool. Then let's talk about the 0.78. Is it the 0.7? We have to know. So you're gonna find yourself that. Let me see. Yeah, 0.8. So this one, that level of 0.8, normally it works on some pairs like the indices. If you go on some indices, you're going to find yourself that you are able to take some good trades. You are able to take some good trades from 0.7. I want us to first backtest that and see whether it is true. Even this one, by the way, the 0.5 also is respected on indices, mostly. Those that trade indices, let us take our retracement and see. That's actually some are highest. Hope you are seeing what I'm talking about now. You look at this level downwards here. Look at this level where you put a circle. The market closed above the zone, above the level. It is 0.7. So it means that someone that had missed an entry from there, buy, you had to wait for the retracement to that level, then you execute. So at the same time, after executing, trade back upward, then playing around the 0.6 again, then proceeding upwards. Let me hope everyone is watching that one clearly. You understand me, Mr. Jamal? So after knowing that, let us try to use it again. No. Let us go at least a bit back to what we are talking about. This is 1H. Now the question is, I want to execute some buys, and I'm having these levels as my one high. So what I'm going to do here, I'll consider the following that I'm seeing. I'm going to consider the one that I'm seeing using. Now this is the easiest one. I'm just showing you something brief. More lessons of this kind you can find them in our academy, and I'm very sure that those in our academy, are gaining something. So let me draw some zones to detect where I can take some buys from. So let me use 0.5. We have it at this level. I'm gonna take it. Then another one says 0.6. Also, you might be right. Let me just mark the 0.7 and see if the market is to move. Will those levels again be respected, or it won't come back there again? It means that now it's giving us some demand areas, creating some demand areas. Those of that have studied about the supply and demand, I think you can understand what I'm talking about. So let us wait to see whether the market will have to come back to the levels that we drew. These are one of the pairs, the indices, these are one of the pairs that respect market structure. So if you want to trade, to make some good money in forex trading, you can focus on the indices. That is NAS 100, U30, and ETC. They are good at respecting the market that way. However, they are heavy, and some brokers, they can't give you that one. A lot of the what to detect traders that are trading demo accounts, you can never find them posting charts of indices, because there is no broker that's going to give you indices on a demo account. There is no broker. So that's one way of getting traders trading demo accounts. So according to what I'm seeing, the market might not return back to our demand zone. It is just creating other levels. Hope you have seen that. So it means, that again they have respected 0.7. So the entry was there. We only target, don't take most of your time in the market. you risk little, and you target around 1,000 pips. That's a lot, guys. Normally, I wait for 50 pips in the market. Normally, I like 50 pips. I don't exceed 100. Normally, I close that trade unless it is a swing. So let us see whether the profit will be hit. I think now we are done here. Done using the Fibbo. I think now you have got to know how it works. Okay? Yeah. That's how we use it. That's how we use it briefly. So let me hope that everyone has got to know how we use that tool. So those that we are able to select 0.6, you were 100% sure. However, I can give you two answers as my conclusion. We can always target the 0.6 using the Fibbo tool. We can always target 0.6 using the Fibbo tool. Then lastly, for this you just have to put in a dot. Whenever you are trading and you want to use that Fibbo tool of the Fibbo levels, it depends on the pair. There are some pairs that are going to respect 0.5, most of the time GBP, USDs and others, and the other pairs that are gonna respect the 0.7, and even the pairs that are gonna respect 0.6 mostly. So last on that point, you have to put this as under your notes. The Fibbo tool, when the market closes above, someone is having a question before when I finish up. I'm gonna give you the mic, Mr. Kemik or Hashim. What are you trying to say? Unmute your screen and give me your view. Mr. Kemiko, you have the mic, Mr. Kemiko, anything to put on board? So I was saying that what you should know about the Fibbo tool, when the market closes above the zone, when the market closes above, I think you understand what I mean by the market closing. I mean the closure of the candle, the body, not the witch. Mark me well, not the witch, the closure. When the market closes above the zone, it indicates that now you are going long. When the market closes below the zone, it means that you are going short. Look at our chart. Kemikash, you still have the mic. I'm waiting for you to give me your view. You look at our charts and see. So if you were able to see this move that we had after we have only analyzed the market using the tool, not any setup that this strategy or this, no. We have only used that indicator, isn't it? And we have been able to capture more than 100 pips. So I want us to look here. Remember, our zone was at that level. So if you look wisely, this which the by which we have received there, we have put the circle, that by which the body closed above the zone, isn't it? So it was giving us a formation of a candle pattern, indicating that you are moving, you are going upwards. You are going upwards. Okay? So after us knowing that, it means that if the market had closed high, the market closed low, then we are supposed to go short. We're supposed to sell. So that's the reason. So we had two levels. We had 0.7 and we had 0.6. So unfortunately, 0.6 was respected. Let me hope I've answered that question. I had some traders willing to ask me that question. So, Mr. Chemical, you still have my mic, or I take it off from you. Anyone else that has a question there before I resume to our analyzation of the market? We're going to analyze and see how we make it. We made it like the previous week and how we expect to make it the coming week. So that's how we analyzed. Lastly, on that point, I've told you, always take a serious note on the body closes of the market. How do you identify the market has closed and below? Always, it depends on the time frame you're trading on. If you're using an 1 hour time frame, the hour will be clocking there on the prices. If you're using 30 minutes, the same thing. So you're gonna find that if the market closes below, it means if the candle closes, then another candle comes in downwards, then it indicates that now we are going short. So if the market closes above, we are going to buy. You understand, Mr. German? So let me hope we are good there. Chemical, what we are saying, okay. Taking off the mic from you, maybe raise up a hand again. Anyone having a question there before we go to our way of trading? Okay, so I have no questions there. Now, let us analyze some XAU. We get to know where we expect the market to move the coming week. There for X factory there. Okay. Let's check for me next week. What kind of news events shall we have? You know, whenever you want to analyze XAU, you have to consider those things. You have to consider. By the way, under analyzing the markets, Forex Factory is an anchor. Under analyzing the Forex Factory, under analyzing the market, Forex Factory is among that. Give me a good for Forex Factory, Gabachi. So as you're waiting for the Forex Factory to come, still loading. Just wait for me the coming week, plus next week, calendar. Yeah. The reason why I'm looking for the calendar before analyzing XAU is that XAU is one of the volatile pairs. And normally it is known that XAU has to move a daily more than 1,000 pips a day. More than 1,000 pips a day. So, and that is not on Euro USD and the GBP USD. USD, GBP, no, Euro USD normally a day we can capture around 80 pips to 100. Most of the time, unless when you have news coming, that's when you can push to 200 or even 150, around there. Then for GBPs, the GBP USD, normally we can even approach the 150 pips a day. Okay, so the reason why I wanted the calendar, I want to know coming week, what do we have? Any USD pair? News? Any USD news I'm not seeing. According to what I'm seeing here is that we don't have any. Okay, so let us analyze. Now the problem here is I'm going to first analyze using our web analyzing the market. Then, but I don't like to use it with the Fibo tool. I don't like to use it unless when in the academy. So according to the next week, you have some ready events, but I'm seeing they are for JPs. Okay, now let us use those time. I'm gonna do my zones. The reason why I'm marking the which, I normally give out that is that the price has reached that level. Now we're having this push from here downwards to here. If you remember very well, that was FOMC of last month. That push to that level, yes, that was FOMC. So I'm marking. That's our lower the highest. Then the nearest low is here. So now those that we are drawing, if you so observant, Mr. Jamal, because observant, those zones that we are drawing normally we use the other rule. It is very simple. This is why I say that forex trading is a bit simple for someone that is having some good capital, and that's why I personally prefer trading prop firms than anything. If you can see this guy in the witness, my account for XNS is having 0.83 Ugandan shillings. Indicates that I only deposit when I'm trading CPI, NFP, and I deposit less money, not even less than $30 to $50. No, I can't go beyond 50 when I'm risking. You get that point? But I risk highly on prop firms because I'm so sure of what I'm doing and I'm having quite a big range of capital to trade. You get the point? That's why, and the money I make from prop firms, I don't again put it in market again. No, you have to use your money. You eat, you make your mama happy, anything else. So once the market closes above the zones, we go buy. Once it closes below, we go short. So now this is a long-term setup. Then you have to go on beyond adding some small lines, indicate right targeting out some zones that we're gonna use. So again, if you use the tool from this level, you're gonna find that some zones are respected high. Let us first drop it from there and see to show what we are talking about. You know, people will be there and undermine trading, but some of these things just mark the shadows also. So if you're so observant, you can see what we are talking about. At this level, this was 0.8. It was respected, and so I put my mark, and by that I put the mark there before using the tool, isn't it? So that's what I was talking about. After me mastering how to analyze the market technically, psychologically, then I had to mark my setups. So using the tool, finding out myself that I'm actually, now you can see the body closed, but they are calculating 0.6 on the body close if you're so observant on the market. However, I personally, I draw my zones under the body because I put the which, because normally the market prices had reached that level at a certain point. So there's another chance of the market reaching that level again. Hitting out your stop losses, you get the point. So yesterday in the academy, I was teaching my fellow traders there that paid their money. I was teaching them about the liquidity. So and I gave the reason why we normally have to target. I'm teaching you by the way. Yeah. So the reason why we have to target winches, not body closes, because winches, they form liquidity. And why do I say that they form liquidity? Normally we traders, we put our stop losses below the winches. Let me hope everyone does so. Most of the traders, you will never find any trader putting a stop loss in the body close, unless when that guy does it now to trade. So normally stop losses are put below the zone, below the winch. I personally, I put my entries below the winch, indicating that I'm targeting your stop loss also. So that's what we mean by trading with SMC. Those guys, that's what they try to refer to. However, it's not what they are doing. Trading like a bank, we say that normally banks put their money where stop losses are. The reason why is to manipulate the market, to manipulate traders, to trap traders at that level, then it goes back to the same direction that you are targeted. So it means that it depends on your capital and your entry modes. If you have a good entry mode, then you're going to find yourself making some good money because you'll be trading the same way with the same banks that everyone is aiming at. So if you can see that 0.6 wisely, you're going to find that it was able to give us a very huge move. By the way, I remember that day. I was still holding some sales and I was kicked out strongly and I lost one of my funded accounts. Let us first go back and see what we are talking about. Let me first move those lines. So if you look wisely, so I want to target where I'm supposed to trade from. I'm going to use again the tool. Using again the tool. I'm going to put it there to this level. But the highest will be here. This is the highest that we have here. So I'm going to try to make it to that level so that I'll be accurate. I think I've reasoned out where I'm putting it there. So I'm targeting the market to come at least at this level. Then will give me an uptrend again, testing back to 0.5. We're going to see whether it respects that. Then again, upwards. So we are removing the tool to see what we have done. So that's what I expect to move. And if it is that, then I have to put my zones at this level. I see. So I'm targeting to go long I'm getting to go long. I can put my stop loss below the zone. I can put my stop loss below the zone. And we shall come to that lesson on how to make your stop losses a bit tight to avoid missing out with or risking highly and getting little money. You get the point? So let us release it to see how it plays. So that's what we mean by a sniper entry. That's what we mean by a sniper entry. Again, I think this lesson, we're seeing things, eh?
Yeah.
So that's how the sniper, we got it. The sniper entry, we got it using just a Fibonacci tool, not using SMC, not using BMW what, we are not using XEC, we are not using impulsive strategy, we are not using inner circle trading, the ICT. I'm not saying that they don't work. We are not using the Phillips strategy, we have only used one item. And that item, you're going to find it on your trading view. Everyone has that tool. Everyone has that tool. Only that tool, you have used it, you draw only one zone in the line, you make your chart look very neat, you wait for the market, you sit down and wait. And that move happened, it was later along at night, it was the market open during night Asian session. That's when you received that move. Those who remember, you remember. That was XAU. But we have only used again. So even if I release that market again, still we are still buying. Let us release it and see. Now let's assume I'm waiting for another entry. I missed the other one. I'm going to target here. Now this is what we call the 0.7 entry. Using the tool again. Again, the setup was respected. You get the point. So let me hope that thing is very clear for everyone. Now we back and analyze our market in the normal way. Let me hope that lesson is very clear. If you have a question, this is where I put your hand up, because within 15 minutes, I think I might end the lesson. So I'm marking the which, because the price reached there. At any moment, you expect the price to go back that level. Then this is what I'm putting. Then I'm going to mark the good entry that was there. The sniper one. And this one, I'm going to use them on lower time frames. Now, the reason why I put in these lines near, it's because the more you proceed to the lower time frame, you're going to find them there. And you release the markets, you release the jack to Venice calculate. You see now? You see what I'm talking about? So the Fibonacci tool, if you have, I don't know if people have some questions, but if I was you sitting behind the camera and I'm being told how to use the tool, I swear I would have very many questions on it. I swear. But I want to give you my questions. This is now the 4H. Under the 4H, we expect to take some good trades. Now, these levels downwards, those who remember the way I make my setups, those levels, those are the ones that I call expected strong buy or sales. Expected strong sales and expected buy zones above. You get the point. Those ones, these ones, and that one. Now, these ones that I'm not making them dotted. If I have to execute trades on 4H or 1 hour, I have to make these ones dotted. The reason why I'm making them dotted is because that I'm expecting them to be violated at any moment. You get the point. At any moment, I'm expecting them to be violated. But you're going to find that if I proceed to the lower time frame, let's assume I'm going to 1 hour. Now I'm going to be considering to execute trades using the weak area. I see now. I see. I'm expecting to execute trades on the weak area. So that's why when I'm on my 4 hour analyzing the market, still I use the same thing. I also make them to be a bit strong because they're strong on the other time frames. The market will have to fight, to struggle to pass that level on 1 hour, 30 minutes at 86. Okay, so I'm also gonna make them zones. Hope you know the types of zones. Normally, types of zones are considered depending on the candle pattern that we have. Okay. Make sure that they show us straight. So we got 1 hour. So now I have something of this kind. So now we are going to trade there. We are going to be taking our trades from there. So now these are the ones that I say expected sell area and the expected buy area above. Remember the difference. The difference is between the one word. Here I've not used the word strong. On the other ones I've used the word strong. So it means these ones at any moment they might be violated. Let me hope guys we are following up. We are following up. So now I'm now having this time frame. Now the question is I want to execute trades on 30 minutes. I want to execute trades on 30 minutes. Now what I'm gonna make here is a bit challenging. Again, on 1 hour, I'm gonna add in some little lines that I'm gonna make. Note I'm marking the highest. I'm marking the highest. Let me hope you guys are following up. Then I'm gonna mark the lowest. There is a reason why they didn't respect this. There is a reason why they didn't respect this level, and they violated it from there. Then at the end of the day, the market had to go back to buy. Remember. So if you remember, if you can look wisely downwards here, we had what we call the imbalance. Are you seeing this gap? So the market at first come to feel some money, at least at this level. Now this is under price action. You must be able to detect all this for you to be so accurate when you are trading. So below above here, if not so even this level, this is a witch. It's a good detection point. And these ones are border closes. These are candles, engulfing candles, and the others. So here, I can take the witch also. I can take the witch also. It was a detection point. So I have to wait for the market to reach one of those zones. So if it's not reaching there, then if you can see this one, let us first see the other first one that we drew. This one. If we put also the mark above it, you see. Now this is the technical analysis that you can do without using a Fibo tool. Let me hope this lesson is very clear for you. So normally after observing that and then for the reason why the market respected there and the other levels, then I have to remove this and I make my chart clean. And by that, this is the setup I shall be using for the coming week. Mark there. So my setup is going to look like this. Then after I name it, the expected sell, expected buy, the low risk buy areas, the whatever the case, indicating that I'm targeting the market. If the market, I'm seeing the market is buying, but I'm having a trade there. If the market is to buy up to this level, then I'll have to come back, sell again. Then if it is to proceed, then I reach a stronger sell. I sell, then I proceed down. No, it's the same thing. Doing this, retesting the entry, then to this level, then you get the point. That's how things do. That's how things work. They are very simple, but you find other traders using it as an opportunity to scam other buddies that are trying to get the same thing that they know. So I know this is a weekend traders, you have to go and enjoy your money that you made like the previous week. So if you have any question, you can ask me from here. If you don't have a question, I think I'm stopping there. I'm seeing Mr. Blue. You know, normally I have to give a hi to my fellow traders that I normally work with. Sanya Ronald, I remember you guy. Mongi Erics, Mr. Blue Pips, Screen Addict. That guy is good in making some good money. I'm having Baka, CFX, you are lost. Nice to see you again. Chemical Hashim, one of the good traders right now, I know. TNY, FX, also I see you. So I'm having a question from Saddam. Saddam, you can speak. You're unmuted. Unmute your screen and speak up.
Hello.
Hello, big man. Jed, what's up?
Yeah, my question is, if price tries to push down, what can be our entry point before it pushes up?
If price fails to push down and it is still ranging upwards, what could be our entry point?
Yeah.
For that one, if you want to make some money from there, then you have to proceed to 30 minutes, which I have not done. Mr. Baker, give me some time. I'm coming back to you. So, Mr. If you can see that, allow me to first remove this. We go to 30 minutes. So, one of the ways to get a good entry, another entry, you have to proceed to the lower time frame. You see? The reason why you proceed to the lower time frame, let us first make it a bit. Now, this is what we have on our this higher time frame. Now, it means that if I know that the market is going to buy, let me use two things. Allow me use two things. First of all, I'm going to use the indicator. Then I show you mine. Or if not, so let me use mine first. Then we go to the indicator. Okay, the Fibonacci tool. So what I can do here, I'm going to mark this one as my lowest, my highest. I go to the price action. Depending on price action, you see this level. Let me hope everyone is watching. It was affected. So I expect that if the market is to come back, assuming I've missed an entry for buys, I expect it to sell. It might not come back down as this level. It might come to this level or below it, small, then proceeds back upwards. Then at this level, you can even start executing some sales because this level turned out to be a strong one. If you can see this, the way the market ran away from that level. So let us see. I hope you can see what I'm showing you. So if you have missed entry, your entry of buys will be at this level you buy. However, all those trades that will be catching out there, they will be a bit risky. For your own information, you'll be risking your money highly. You might end up losing the money, and at the end of the day, the market respects your setup. So, Mr. Saddam, on that same point, let me hope that I've answered that. Then on that same point, if you miss an entry on XAU, normally do this. Don't force the market. Wait for New York station. You get an entry depending on the trend of the day. Quote my word, depending on the trend of the what? The day. Because this is the setup we have, it already left. So you have to wait for the market either to reach here to sell with it, or it has to reach downwards here, you buy again. Those will be good entries. If not, so you can even buy from these ones, these levels. Let me hope Mr. Saddam have answered you. But the good entry model, you wait for execution, especially when you are trading XAU. I prefer executing trades in New York session for XAU. So, Mr. Saddam, anything else?
Nothing much.
Okay. Thank you so much for attending. So, Mr. Baka, FX, what's your say? Baka Forex Addict also. You can give us your view before we end the lesson. Okay, I think Mr. Baka has a problem with the phone.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for the great work you really do. But for me, I was requesting you something. Can you please go through you go through GJ, because last week it broke a high time frame high. So I don't know whether it is going to go up or it is going down.
You want me to analyze GJ?
At least you give us.
But I'm out of time, so I'm gonna analyze GJ for you personally. After here, you come in my inbox. We shall analyze it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, are you okay with the No. Right now, I'm having my good client here. I'm having a physical lesson with him.
Yes.
So, I think we're out of time.
All right. I think I will.
So, you get time today? You inbox me on Telegram. I'm no longer using WhatsApp. Unless those ones that have my WhatsApp number. But I no longer use it for other traders. So, you inbox me on Telegram. I'll get to you. So, Mr. CFX, Saddam, I'm coming back to you. CFX, speak up.
Yeah, thank you for the lesson, Mr. FK.
Welcome.
Yeah, so I was also requesting that if you could help us analyze some GU.
You also need a GU.
Yeah.
Normally, GBP USD, AU USD, Euro USD, Audi USD, all those pairs, XXXX USD pairs. Normally, they tend to move the same, unless GBP USD and XAU. But don't worry, also do the same You will come to my box, I analyze for you. Okay,
Okay,
anything
thank you,
else?
sir. Yeah.
Okay, again, Mr. Saddam, what do you want? Mr. Saddam,
Sir,
speak up.
I forgot to ask about
Now,
the Fib logos. Which labels do you consider
the Fibbonacci,
to be so essential?
were you on the live when we started?
Yeah, I was there, but I was somewhat busy. I didn't ask it at that
I've
time.
talked about that. I've talked about that. I've left the quiz going on. There are very many other traders that are still voting, but I personally, what I could consider, and I've back tested it for you. All of you have witnessed, and again, I'm going to release the video. You will again witness the same. So I'm saying that we're having 0.6 is one of the most profitable zone. Then another thing is that sometimes it depends a pair that you're analyzing. Not all pairs that are going to respect the 0.6. You get the point? So most of the time, experts trade on above or below 0.6. So that's why I've given you a note whenever the market closes above the zone, the level that you have marked, it indicates that you are going long. You remember that? And I've said that whenever the market closes below, it means that you are going short. And I've explained what we mean by closing above and below. So you'll find more information in the video that I'm going to release, okay? Here in the group.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. So, Mr. Blue Addict,
Yes.
the blue screen addict, how are you doing?
I'm okay, man. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I'm tired of seeing your statuses. They make me to think that I don't know how to trade. You are making profits of 6K every day,
Man,
$60.
we are dangerous with your entries.
I might be dangerous in my entries, but not profitable like you.
I saw it when you were in the lineup for
So, Addict, what are you saying on gold? You know you like gold also. What is your view?
me. The way what I'm seeing all is what you explained. Although I want to ask something else. Yeah, last time I heard you talking about some players you're supposed to trade in London, then some players you're supposed to trade in New York. Can you clarify for me more a bit?
What I can say is that when you're trading X, one of the pairs that me personally, I've done it more than now 2 years, testing only XAU, what time frame, like what session that I can make good money from. Normally, we'll be able to make some good money in New York session, New York opening, and towards around 6 p.m. in the evening, you can also make some good money. Then get BP JPY. Always, it is good giving you good entries, London session. Most of the time, JPY payers are gonna give you entries in London payers, London session. Even the GBP USD sometimes it's gonna give you an entry, London opening, then you go again towards the ending of New York session. Again, you receive other entries on those pairs of London session. And at time you're gonna find that the market is gonna open selling from London session, and even it's gonna sell again in the New York session. Okay, so I personally like to skate trades in the evening. Sometimes if I fail to make good money in the London session, I go again make money in the what? Those days when I was still trading accounts over 5 million, 3M, 2M, 500,000, 5,000. You remember those days? I used to trade and I made losses in London session due to lack of capital, and then I recovered the money in the New York session. So after realizing that I'm not making money, I'm just making money for the broker, losses and recovering. So I decided to shift to funded accounts. So if you have to make money, stick to some around 3 pairs. I personally trade GBP, USD, I trade Euro USD, I trade the XAU. So the other pairs that you see me posting, whatever, I have a VIP. That's why I normally share them out. So I have to analyze them. But I personally, my accounts on funded accounts.
Yes.
I normally put their money. And that does the money always target the New York session. It's going to give some good money in the New York session. And you find some other traders taking trades in the London session. But for USD players, always stick to New York session, brother. Let me know if I've answered you,
Okay.
Mr. Blue Addict.
Yeah, I've got it.
And lastly, last same point, you have to know how many pips each pair that you trade has to move a day. After you knowing that, it will help you to know when to open and when to close and when to hold. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Addict.
Okay, thank you. Nice weekend, man.
Thank you. I'm having Mr. CFX again. I've animated your screen. Talk to me.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I was also consulting. So, like, if I want to get a swing and probably I want to get a swing maybe on GU, so would it be better for me to wait for exactly New York session for me to execute a good trade, or as long as my trade has reached my zone, I just execute?
One of the things you have to know, my brother, and this is our motto, me and my big brother, WCK, we do what we call market discipline to us is that you always trade opportunities. When I talk that word, I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What do you mean by opportunity? If I wake up today and I settle down on trading, I be bypassing, backtesting, I'm going to see a very good entry. Of course, I have to take the what? Because it is an opportunity. You might miss an entry that's going to give you thousands of money. You know, all of us, we don't know when we're going to make it so in trading.
Yeah.
So you might miss that one that is going to make you huge amounts of money. Now, like those people that are trading GBP, JPY, let me tell you this, by the way, this scenario is very funny. I had a 10K account, funded account. It was in a very huge drop down. It was only remaining with 1% to be taken, okay, to be violated. So as I wake up early morning, it was around 7 p.m., no, 6 p.m., 6 a.m., morning hours. I analyzed the GBP JPY, and I analyzed AUD JPY, that is AUD JPY and UJPY. It was only JPY pairs. Then I executed the trades, risking the $100 that was remaining as my stop loss on all pairs. You know I'm good in snipers. For that, I thank my God. Yes. So as I said, I didn't sleep. I put in my stop losses. So, and I put the stop losses very far, as you hear. So from nowhere, I had my bro shouting, Faisal, wake up and see. Waking up, I found a very huge candle from nowhere. You usually see JPY pairs dropping hugely, then again buying if you are observant. Yeah. So I caught a big trade, making a very huge sum of money on a small account, unknowingly. So that I could not get that if I was this person that I don't take opportunities, I trade what, you get a point. Yeah. So always make your, if the market is there, execute whatever the case, execute.
Yeah.
You get a point?
You. Yeah, I understand.
Don't fear the market. There's this habit of traders saying, I'm having my setup, but the market has reached here, but around 3.9, 3.30, CPI is coming. Why do you fear? Enter your trade before CPI. Let CPI find you there. If you are right, you'll be able to make money. If you are wrong, you can consult on my VIP. We normally enter the market before news. And unfortunately, we get the impact, we run. After running, then we get the entry, we go with the market. You get the point? So trade opportunities. And lastly, to answer you on the swing thing, if you know how to make analysis, I personally, when I'm target swing trades, I normally enter swing trades on my expected strong buys or sells areas. That's where I normally enter my swing trades. Now, like I'm having a swing on Audi, USD. I know you have been following. You can see the cross-check through the channel, be seeing that trade rally. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anything else, mister?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Kitamire, unmute your screen, brother, and speak up. Kitamire, Derek, FX. Derek, unmute your screen and talk to us. So I think Mr. Derek placed the hand by mistake. Anyone else? Okay, guys, thank you so much for attending today's lesson. Let us meet next weekend, but no longer seeing your energy. I don't know why. When you don't show me energy, again I go back and I sleep because now I know that to make my analysis. I can survive without even sharing anything here. Okay. So thank you for attending today's lesson, traders. Mr. Blue Addict, the Baka, the Avronaut, Jamal Musa, I'm having you here, Kebi Kwashim, and etc. others. Thank you for attending. Let us meet again next week.